something of a bright spot for Chelsea fans really to look at, because Joao Felix played in their recent game against West Ham. It was 1-1. Another frustrating game for Chelsea, but Felix himself had a really good game, and I think he got sent off obviously in his first game and he's been suspended for a while, but he played pretty well then as well. He looks like he could resurrect his career to an extent, doesn't he? He's not got long at Chelsea, but he was, out of the 11 players on the pitch for them, by far the most creative, wasn't he?
Yeah, 100%. How much of a joy is he to watch when he's in that sort of mood? And I think it's easy to forget how good of a player he can be kind of what we've seen him do at Atletico over the years. It's kind of been in dribs and drabs, and they've been in moments. And I think a lot of that is down to the style of play that Simeone kind of employs there. But how he's performed in these first couple of games at Chelsea, he's done really well, and it seems like everything kind of revolves around him. He creates, these certain moments when he picks the ball up. It seems like the team comes alive and they react to him, they respond to him. They're just not finishing chances, are they? They're having, especially in this game. I thought this is probably the best game that they've had since Graham Potter's come in, and I just feel as though they are a couple of players away from it. But what he's doing right now is, it's great to see, and it's why we watch the Premier League and why we want these sort of players to play in the Premier League, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. I think when I've seen him on the ball for Atletico, I've not seen him have enough time to show what he can do, and obviously the system isn't geared for him there to take the game by the scruff of the neck. But I think in this game for Chelsea, it felt like he was given pretty much a free role. Like he'd just been told by Graham Potter to go wherever you want to go. And you could tell, like, the freedom he played with was, like you say, just a joy to watch. And I think it's the kind of thing you pay as a fan to go in and see someone like Joao Felix playing football, because it's so natural to him. His technique is so, I don't know, just ingrained within him as a player that you've seen flashes of what made him brilliant in the first place. And I just hope, for his sake, that he doesn't go down the path of someone like James Rodriguez, who is another player that's kind of a luxury midfielder who had so much skill. And I remember him going to Everton and us all going, wow, he knows how to control a ball. He can do such amazing things with it. But fundamentally is not sustain the levels we thought he would. Joao Felix is still young enough, I think, to turn that tide, isn't he?
He looks like he's enjoying his football as well.
He does.
You look at how he's playing in these games, and he's trying to kind of grab the game by the scruff of the neck and, cause an effect on play. And he's never been obviously a renounced goal scorer as such. He creates opportunities, a very creative player. But the way he took his goal, I thought was, really good. He had another one ruled out, didn't he, for offside as well, I think.
Well taken as well.
Really well taken. He's oozing confidence at the minute. And it just seems like everything that's going to come good from Chelsea, it seems like he's involved with the bulk of it.
Yeah, I think Chelsea look like they're waiting to kind of click now, because they've got so many good players. Obviously, with the money they've spent, you'd expect that. But yeah, if they had somebody like an Ivan Toney up front, they'd be very dangerous, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it just seems to me that it's not clicking for them because there's so many players that are injured at certain moments, or there's players that are coming back and then and the players are obviously Reece James, Chilwell, who was on the bench for this one. I thought Cucurella was average again.
Yeah.
Chilwell needs to come back into the team for me. Reece James is the big one, isn't he? Because he's just pivotal to how they play.